Guardians of Dominion, Zeus here. Today's Aidan Brawls are not about brute force, they're about precision, timing, and choosing the right fight before it even starts. One wrong matchup can burn your lives fast, but one smart team choice can wipe the board, and in this video, I'll show you exactly how to stay ahead before the meta catches up. The main team I'm going to use today is built around Electra in the front line with Oliver, followed by Cascade with Merlin, Orion with Chorus, Augustus with Biscuit, and Aidan with Albus as the team pet, Chorus. This setup is not just strong on paper, it's one of those teams that immediately feels powerful once the battle starts. In practice, this team is capable of destroying around 95% of the team compositions you're likely to face in today's brawls. It performs especially well against older meta teams like Dante Orion Augustus setups, as well as Galahad Tristan Lyria compositions. These teams simply cannot keep up with the pace and pressure this lineup creates. You'll notice very quickly that battles feel fast, aggressive, and decisive. Orion's missile spam combined with the magic penetration he provides allows the team to break through defenses almost instantly, while Electra holding the front line, supported by Aidan, gives the team surprisingly strong defensive stability. So even though the team plays fast, it doesn't feel fragile, and that balance is what makes it so enjoyable to use. Now, like every team in Hero Wars, this one is not without weaknesses, and it's important to understand them clearly. This setup deals massive magic damage in a very short period of time, especially in the opening seconds of the fight. Even though I've placed Biscuit on Augustus specifically to help drop Sebastian's shield, the overall damage output in the first 10 seconds is still extremely high. And that's exactly the kind of thing that triggers Isaac. Because of that, my advice is very simple: do not fight Isaac teams with this composition. If you see Isaac in the enemy lineup, don't try to force it. In brawls, just switch to your second option or skip Isaac teams entirely. There's no reason to burn lives on a matchup that naturally counters your damage profile. If you really want to fight Isaac teams, then you need a completely different approach. In that case, use a lineup built around Lyria, Sebastian, Lara Croft, and Aidan, with the fifth hero being either a healer like Hus for sustain or an additional attacker like Kira, if you want more pressure. This becomes your second team, and it should only be used when Isaac is present on the enemy side. Personally, I didn't face any Isaac teams today, but after this video goes live, I fully expect more players to start using him, so it's important to be prepared. There's one more situation you need to be careful with, and that's mirror teams. By mirror teams, I mean battles where the enemy is using the same or very similar composition to yours. In these cases, the attacker usually has a slight advantage, but the fight can easily go both ways. Small differences in timing, crits, or pet interactions can decide the outcome, and you can absolutely lose an attack even if your team looks identical. If you see mirror teams, I strongly recommend switching to this composition instead: Isaac with Oliver, Jew with Vex, Nebula with Cain, Sebastian with Albus, and Aidan with Merlin. For the team pet, you can use either Chorus or Axel depending on what you're more comfortable with. This setup gives you a much better chance of controlling the fight and avoiding those unpredictable mirror losses. So overall, these are the three teams that will help you win today's brawls. I genuinely believe that early attackers will mostly rely on the first team, simply because it's fast, powerful, and very easy to get value from. But having the second and third options ready is what separates consistent wins from wasted lives. It's very important that you write your feedback in the comments. Let me know which teams you lost against and what compositions gave you trouble, so I can adjust offensive recommendations based on real results. If I get proper feedback from you, I can stay one step ahead and keep refining team suggestions as the meta shifts. And finally, don't forget that you only have 5 lives. Once you spend all 5, you'll need to use emeralds to continue. So use these instructions carefully, pick your fights wisely, and don't rush into bad matchups. Alright, let's bring this home. Today you've got everything you need to dominate these brawls with confidence. You know the main team that can crush most matchups, you understand exactly when not to use it, and you've got clear backup options for Isaac teams and mirror fights. That's the difference between random attacks and controlled wins. When you pick the right team at the right moment, you save lives, you save emeralds, and you stay one step ahead of the meta instead of chasing it. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me what teams you faced, where you struggled, or which matchup surprised you the most. Your feedback helps shape the next strategies, and together we keep refining the offense so we're always prepared for what's coming next. If this video helped you, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown, counter, or meta shift. New battles bring new challenges, and I'll be here to guide you through every one of them. Play smart, attack with purpose, and remember, the strongest players aren't the ones who rush, they're the ones who think ahead. Now go out there and take control of the battlefield.